Continuing over there, is there, with the music party?
Yes, we're over here in what is euphemistically called the Grand Ole Opry. I'm surrounded by some greats. And Sandy Kelly's here as well. I threw that in, Sandy. I threw that in. My pal Sandy Kelly is here. George Hamilton IV, good to have you back, sir.
Thank you.
And Barbara Ellis is over. I know you're there, Dosh. You want to set up a camera to get a picture of you around this big tall man here. And look at this fellow over here as well. Now, I heard a great story that, George, you were telling me about some people meeting in this very room some years ago. Matt
Leavy and myself were guests on Sandy Kelly's television series in this very studio. We first met in November of 1990 right here.
The scene of the crime.
And he's still there.
He's still there.
He's still there.
We're still friends, so...
Yeah, you can't shake him off. What can you do?
Can't shake them off. We've been on the road 8 weeks, Marty. This is the 8th week of a tour.
Oh, you better tell us. This is called Welcome to My World.
Yeah, it's right? Centred on a night at the Grand Ole Opry, hosted by George, and features the music of Jim Reeves, Dolly Parton, Tammy Wynette, Patsy Cline. And we've just come back from England, Scotland and Wales. So we're at home, and this is our last week here. So.
It's your last week?
Yeah.
Because you've a list of dates. Now, when you try and pick the songs that you want to cover, how on earth do you whittle it down to an evening's entertainment? It must be very difficult, George.
She's too modest to tell you this, but Sandy's appeared on the Opry many times, the Grand Ole Opry.
Yes.
And she wrote, produced, and directed this show. She put it all together.
This is your baby.
Yeah, a lot of times, though, to be honest, the customers or the audience tell us what they like. We go out at the end of each show and they'll tell you what they like, and then we whittle it down by what they want. Supply and demand.
Good for you, and the reaction that you get.
The reaction that we get, it changes. The show changes as it goes along.
Yeah.
So I think we have it nearly right.
Good for you. And Matt, do you do any solos, or
I do a Jim Reeves section. I do the Glenn Campbell section also.
Oh, do you? What Glenn Campbell ones do you do? I love Glenn Campbell.
I'm
a huge Glenn Campbell.
Yeah.
That's Galveston and Gentle on My Mind.
Oh, excellent.
Barbara does Tammy Wynette.
And you do Tammy Wynette.
Guess who I do? I do Dolly Parton.
You don't?
Yeah.
Well, that's not a shock to me, although by the looks of things, I thought Brenda Donoghue was going to do Dolly Parton there for a while earlier on. Now, you're going to do a song that I don't know this song, George.
Rocky Top is the state song of Tennessee. And, of course, we're trying to give the folks a sample of what happens at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville every weekend. Longest-running radio show in the history of the world.
Is it really?
And Rocky Top is often sung there.
And this is what you're going to perform for us today.
This is it.
And it's Welcome to My World. It's a wonderful idea. I shall leave you now in the capable hands of yourselves.
Okay,
That's a fine band you have. I recognise him from, I've seen this fella over there before. These lads have been out before. Take it away, boys. And girls. And girls.
I had a gal on Rocky Top, half bear, the other half cat. Wild as a meat, but sweeter than soda pop. I still dream about that. Rocky Top, you'll always be home, sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee.
Looking for a moonshine still. And folks, they never come down from Rocky Top. Where can they never will? More to go and over on Rocky Top. Birds are dusty by far. That's why all them folks on Rocky Top fire their home by the yard. Rocky Top, you'll always be home, sweet home to me. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee.
I've had years of cramped up city life, kept like a duck in a pen. And that's why I think it's a pity life can't be simple again. Rocky Top, you'll always be home, sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top. Rocky Top, Tennessee.
You can't, you know what? You can't beat live. That's fantastic. Fantastic. Listen, that's
Thank
good.
you.
Matt, thank you. And Sandy, of course. George, a pleasure. And Barbara, too. Thank you all for coming in here today. Now, let me tell you where the lads are playing. And it is the Welcome to My World tour, if you will. They're this Thursday in Roscommon in the Arts Centre. Saturday, they're at the Backstage Theatre in Longford. Pontoon Bridge Hotel on Sunday. And next Monday, finishing off at the Sheemsa Theatre in Tralee. So wish them all the very best of luck. That was just the best crack, and all the staff were in. We're all dancing around the place. Mary, settle yourself. Settle down.
We were bopping around
Settle
the
down
place.
on
It
that
was
couch, Mary,
great.
tell me.
It really was. What a great sound. I can tell you, you're going to have a great night when you go to those concerts. Now, we were talking in the office.